I was out the backyards picking up the tree limbs, larger and smaller, from the backyards before I begun mowing, and I saw the one big dog up along the fence, just like pretty much he'd always been. So I picked up another limb or two, and out the corner of my left eye, I suddenly saw him in Miss Callie's yard, and he was charging me. So in that split second, he pushed me backwards. I fell backwards on my right hand side, and that's when the fight was on, because from that very moment he had me down on the ground. He was biting and he was wrestling. This went on for some 10 minutes, trying to pull up the yard. For every foot I pulled him, he pulled me backwards about a half a foot. Finally got up to the middle yard where the big pole is that the old satellite still stands on, and had the thought to try and wrap his log chain once and twice around the big pole. And I had had a screwdriver in my right hand for where I was tweaking the lawnmower, trying to work the throttle a little bit better and go a little faster. So I still had that flathead screwdriver on me. The whole time I was trying to go for his underbelly or go for his throat, but it didn't make any difference whatsoever with the flathead screwdriver. Never made any difference. So when we finally had got to the big pole on which the satellite still stands, I was able to take my left hand and wrap the log chain once around the pole itself, then one half turn further. So the britches started ripping. I started pulling away. He pulled harder back, and the britches ripped away. So at that point I fell forwards on my left side and looked back, and the chain was just barely holding him. And so I tried to stand up. I was so weak, I staggered, fell back down, halfway up, crawled about 5 foot to the door of the tool shed, and that's where I was able to pull myself up halfway, open the tool shed door out. And about that time when I looked back, the chain was breaking free, and here comes the dog like a big locomotive. But that gives me a chance to get inside the house, the tool shed. The biggest concern that I have today from what happened 24 hours ago is that if it hadn't been Mike, it would have been someone else. And in all probability, West Davidson being a residential neighborhood, it would likely have been school children, or it would likely have been someone just minding their own business, walking up or down West Davidson Street.